In American history, two names stand out as the wealthiest slave owners of all time: Isaac Franklin and John Armfield. These men built their fortunes on the backs of enslaved people, particularly through the nefarious trade of fancy girls. But who were these men, and how did they amass such immense wealth? Isaac Franklin and John Armfield were business partners who operated in the early 19th century. They were known for their involvement in the domestic slave trade, which involved the transportation and sale of enslaved people within the United States. However, what set them apart was their specialization in the trade of fancy girls. Young, attractive, light-skinned, enslaved women who were sold at premium prices to wealthy buyers. These women were frequently sold into sexual slavery, with their buyers using them for their own pleasure or forcing them into prostitution. Franklin and Armfield capitalized on this abhorrent trade, establishing themselves as the go-to dealers for those seeking fancy girls. They operated out of Alexandria, Virginia, and Natchez, Mississippi, two major hubs of the domestic slave trade. Their business model was so successful that they became the wealthiest slave owners in American history. The duo's wealth was staggering. At the height of their success, Franklin and Armfield were worth an estimated $9.6 million in today's dollars. They owned numerous plantations, steamboats, and even a racetrack. Their lavish lifestyles were a testament to the immense profits they reaped from the suffering of enslaved people. But how did Franklin and Armfield operate their business? They relied on a network of agents and traders to procure enslaved people from across the South. These individuals would attend slave auctions and estate sales, purchasing enslaved people and then transporting them to Franklin and Armfield's slave pens. Once in their possession, the enslaved people were subjected to horrific conditions. They were held in cramped, unsanitary quarters, often shackled and beaten. The fancy girls were given special attention, with Franklin and Armfield going to great lengths to showcase their beauty and value to potential buyers. These young women were objectified and exploited in the most dehumanizing ways imaginable. They were stripped of their dignity and autonomy, treated as mere commodities to be bought and sold. As we reflect on this dark chapter in American history, it's important to remember the lives of the enslaved people who suffered at the hands of men like Franklin and Armfield. So what can we take away from the tale of Isaac Franklin and John Armfield, the two wealthiest slave owners in American history? Perhaps it is a reminder to always strive for justice and equality, to never forget the atrocities of the past, and to work towards a future where all people are treated with dignity and respect. If you found this video informative and thought-provoking, please give it a like and consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you for watching.